Volcanoes are an amazing, beautiful, and powerful representation of just how alive our planet is. These amazing creations of nature offer an amazing view into how Mother Nature functions and literally lets off a little steam. Many volcanoes, including active ones, are a popular destination for tourists as well as scientific inquiry. There are even some active volcanoes you can walk the rim of, at your own risk, of course. But what would happen if you fell right into bubbling lava? Would you sink like a stone to the bottom of the ocean, or would you float like someone relaxing in a pool? Let's start with the basics. There are around 1,500 known volcanoes on Earth. Of these, roughly 600 have been active in recent history, and between 50 and 70 are actively erupting each year. Many volcanoes have parks, hiking trails, and tourist centers surrounding them to provide education about this natural wonder. If you do visit, you must always be cautious as they're constantly changing and sometimes even release toxic gases into the area. Permitting that the conditions are safe and you can hike to the top, you can peer inside and see that strangely beautiful lava. Or is it magma? Or are those two words the same? The answer is sort of. Okay, let's get some vocabulary set before we further explore. Magma and lava are both molten or liquefied rock. Magma is molten rock inside the Earth, whereas lava forms when magma reaches the surface of the planet through volcanic vents or eruptions. So to recap, magma is inside the Earth deep under the surface. Lava is on the Earth's surface. That means if you fell into a volcano, it would be magma that you're falling into, since it's still technically inside the Earth. But what are you actually falling into? Magma consists of a very hot slush of crystals, volcanic gases, and bubbles filled with volcanic gases. You might think that when you hit the magma you would sink into it, cause a splash, and even be able to swim through it. The reality is quite a bit different. Lava and magma are significantly more dense than water, meaning that if you could withstand the high heat, you wouldn't sink, you would float. But magma isn't like a pool, hot tub, or ocean. You're not going to be able to swim or float on it. Because of its extreme temperatures, generally ranging somewhere between 1,200 and 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit, you would burst into flames once you made contact with the magma. In fact, you would probably catch fire before even making contact due to the high levels of radiant heat, while the super hot gases would cause you to burn to a crisp inside your body. And remember what we said about the density? It's so much higher than water, it would be like falling onto a concrete floor. Now, you don't just have to worry about the extreme temperatures, but also the risk of breaking every bone in your body when you do hit the surface. Volcanoes are a powerful and unpredictable part of nature. They're beautiful and offer an incredible amount of insight into how Mother Nature works. Scientists have been studying volcanoes for hundreds of years, and while it's sometimes possible to predict an eruption, we can only do it with some certainty if there's a specific and thorough understanding of the activity of that particular volcano. Meaning that many times we can tell an eruption might occur, but there are still plenty of times when we have no idea. Terrifying! Volcanoes are incredible places to explore and learn about, but if you do decide to check one out yourself, please do it safely. Do your research before you go, learn about the daily changing environments at that location, and follow all park safety guidelines. And while lava flowing out of a volcano might look beautiful, be sure to keep your distance. Falling in is the last thing you want to experience yourself.